Okay, we're back on this today, and this is going to be the last post on this series. All right, I hit a glitch. Here's my first glasses, and they just didn't work. Don't zoom in, Judy, it shows my mistake. Anyway, they're foggy, and they would have looked good had they worked all right, but they didn't. So I went to my fall bike glasses. These are a lot smaller. Now, remember before I said go back through the videos and you will find a 5-segment set of videos how to make these up to this point. Okay, so what I did with my drill here, a little bitty bit, I drilled a hole there and over here for the glasses, so they just go right in that hole. Just like that, you just slide them back and then a couple drops of super glue, and that's it. Okay? I'm not going to do that because I'm going to remake me some different glasses. Or, I don't know, the figure's so good looking I just might not put glasses on him at all. Because the bad thing about putting these glasses on, there he's blind, is they hide the details of the eyes. So, I don't know, that even looks good. I like that.
Alignment.
Yeah, blind. Can't think of the name of the Treasure Island, the guy who was blind in Treasure Island. Anyway, with those 5 videos, you should be able to make your own glasses. I'd make them a little larger than this, because with these glasses, they're so small that they actually look like the guy might be blind too. Not quite as bad as this one here, but I'm going to have to remember that. Okay, so anyway, moving right along. All right, I made me a little Makin's tag. This is a tag that goes to a cloth bag of tobacco, which he probably carries in his other vest pocket. And then the tag hangs out of the pocket so he can grab it real quick, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in his pocket here. Now this is made out of a piece of just galvanized tin, ducting material. You can find this stuff down at Lowe's or a hardware shop. I make all sorts of stuff out of this stuff. Earrings for Indians, and you name it. I'll grab this and make something out of it. The reason I'm using this is because I had to solder on a little piece here to, you can see I soldered it on there, to anchor it on there. Now I could have used aluminum ducting, but I couldn't solder aluminum ducting, so I didn't use that. All right. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to put it right there. Just slide that in. You just snip it off a bit. Just like that. And the next thing is to do the watch chain. Get into my little thing here. Now you can go down to Walmart and you can find all sorts of stuff down there that you can use for your cowboys. Here's one here, but I'm not going to use that because that wouldn't look good on him. So probably use this right here. It's kind of antique-y looking, which looks nice. So he always fixes it to his first buckle, and it'll kind of loop down and gives him enough chain to where he can pull his watch out and look at it. So once it gets down, I just pull me off a little link there. nippers somewhere. Don't want it too long. I'll try that about right there. Just nip me off a piece. Okay. Now I could have used the gold. That's just a little too bright for me. Okay, so I got that piece. Now using some thin wire, and I'm not sure what the gauge of this is. It must be, they're around 30, something like that. So I'm going to cut me a little piece off there. Find the end of it here. Just like that. Bend that like that. Twist this down to where it's about the same. There. To where the last twist here is about the same as one of these links, okay? So then I'm going to do that once more. That's too small. Almost making jewelry here. This time I'll bend it down there so I don't have to twist so much. That's a bit right. Okie doke. Maybe that drill's the right size. So we got a watch in there. So that's going to kind of fall over to the side, so I'm going to put it about right there. There we go. Judy's doing some fancy camera work here. Got that camera right in my face. Okay, I'm going to drill this right underneath that button. Probably someone wanting to buy this thing already. There. So there he's got his watch chain. That looks pretty slick. And he's got his Makins tag. And eventually he'll have some decent looking glasses. Well, those don't look bad, but they could be a little larger, make them look a little better. Now on that watch chain, on the original Teddy Blue, you can see here on the watch chain, I gave him a little extra fob hanging down off of that chain, and you can see that I also used a different shade of chain. Not sure, it looks like that's gold, the gold chain. That's all right, you know. You can't do the same thing over and over again, that gets boring. That's why I don't do rough outs. Man, that'd drive me nuts. But anyway, you can add a little fob on there like that, just to make it look a little better. Jingle bob, of course that's a jingle bob and goes on these spurs. Just something that gives the guy a little class, separates him from the other cowboys. So anyway, excuse me for not having the glasses. Let me just put them on here. And you have to kind of manipulate these in there. Well, there you go.
You can see his eyes.
They're just too small. They're going to have to be this big. And then they'd look decent. But that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes it just don't work out. But you can always hopefully correct things, and I can correct that. So anyway, sorry to end on a sour note there, but that'll be the last video, and I'll see if I can't come up with something new for the next project. So until then, I'll talk to you later.